Welcome to Sim's Hotline. This will be what's next for Scorpio. So I'm hearing the song "With Rivers By." It goes like, if at first you don't succeed, brush yourself off and try again. Oh, what, Aaliyah, try again. Oh my God, never mind. Please, please, please. We're not bringing that up again. I don't know why. So I don't see you being like happy with somebody. Maybe you might get into like some sort of fight or argument. Hey, it's okay, like you're on the good side of karma. Just release, but like I would do it in a healthy way. And like where your energy goes, your emotions flow. So the more energy you put into it, the more whoever you're arguing with is gonna know that triggers you. So just be mindful of that. Yeah, maybe it's like about money or something like that you're chained to, some sort of idea. Could be a Capricorn. I'm trying not to say signs during the readings, but it's giving me like a Capricorn energy. Maybe this is like somebody in the past. I think it's being guided to you for a reason. I'm hearing reasoning. And I'm seeing a Mrs. Dash seasoning bottle, so I don't know what that is. Maybe it has, I'm hearing kitchen witch too, so maybe it has something to do with, maybe the person is a kitchen witch, or maybe you are, or if you've been like practicing like some sort of sorcery with like your food or drinks, I feel like it might be paying off in regards to like you protecting yourself. Whatever you've been doing, like if you've been just noticing yourself, you don't even, I don't know, maybe you put a little salt in your food or a little pepper, or you're switching up your eating habits. I feel like it's ultimately to protect you, your mind, body, soul, spirit. But somebody's about to offer you something that you're not going to accept, right? You're like, I'm fulfilled on my own. Like, the fuck is your little magical cup about to do for me? And usually I don't think of 4 cups like that, but I'm picking up the energy, so I'm gonna roll with it. We got the Emperor in reverse, so getting like Aries energy too. So like, now I really try not to. Like, I like to try to keep it from like an unbiased standpoint when I go and do readings. Like, I'm not saying like other people blame signs, but I don't know. I feel like I tend to, if I like listen to readers that were really like fixated on certain signs. Now some of them were like 1000% correct, like I'm not knocking them for it, but other times it would turn out to be like somebody else, and it would just be like a mirror of somebody else's energy. So this is what might be going on, or I don't know, maybe the person you're going to be initially thinking about, the reading that this reading is about, it might not be about them. So just be mindful of it. I'm going to shuffle. The Emperor in reverse, tell me about it. So somebody's just gonna jump the gun because they're selfish with themselves, but they want to give back to you because like they felt like they didn't get everything out of you. Like if you see in the Strength card, like she's like literally prying into the lion's mouth. So maybe, and like the lion's like minding its business. Do you know what I'm saying? She's like, yeah, I know I can do this, and you're letting me, so I'm going to. You know, but if you don't allow it, what are they gonna do? You feel me? I feel like you're becoming enlightened about that. Like, if you don't allow, what's gonna happen? I mean, in all honesty, you can just go somewhere else, do something else, be someone else. And by be somebody else, I'm not saying like you just switch up and have this crazy tower moment where you just become a new person. I'm hearing become another person. It's from the Master of Disguise movie. I don't know if y'all ever watched it, but it's like, oh my God, it was like one of my favorite movies growing up. But he like becomes another person just by like he keeps saying it. And I firmly believe that like, though we don't change our appearance, I mean, every day, yeah, we look different, but we don't operate the same way we did yesterday. Like, you wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning, and exactly at 7 o'clock, 000 seconds, like everything is like on the dot. Do you wake up and like pour coffee into your cup and think about the news? No, because that might happen at like 7 o'clock and 12 seconds as opposed to like 0, 0, 1, or 2. You feel me? Like, you still have the same synchronistic like values. Like, we still do things in synchrony. You know, I hope I'm saying that correctly. Please don't quote me if I'm not. I understand how it sounds. You feel me? Just roll with it. Roll with it how I'm rolling with it. But you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't all hold the same values and the same consistency day in, day out. Our lives change. We change. So in return, every day we literally are a new person because we're not operating the same exact way twice in our lifetime. So we change. You know, we give back to ourselves. We really do. So what's gonna happen? Like, what's the outcome? I feel like this person just isn't gonna get their justice, and it's like they're back to the drawing board because whatever they did, you're just like, here another one bites the dust, but like, I feel like you're just like, you don't allow the illusion to partake. You feel me? You're just like, nah, miss me with that bullshit. Like, I don't got time for you. I don't got time for you. I don't got time for you. Sorry about you. You're just caught in the crossfire. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. You feel me? Like, you're on that type of time. Like, you're on that, like, it ain't nothing to cut this bitch off type energy. Because I was just hearing that said. That's why the song, that's why I was saying it like that. But just be careful that when you, like, if you get, like, overexert yourself, that you don't stumble up on your words, because that's literally what I just did. Like, I started stumbling because you just, like, I don't know, it's like stroking your own ego, because I was just like on a roll, on a tangent, like fuck you, you know what I'm saying? So like, I was just like in the moment, like feeling the vibe, like yeah, that's how I felt. Like, I really felt like that type of energy. So maybe when you're in that, just don't allow yourself to get blindsided. Yeah, so like when you're in union with it, don't allow it to like overpour too much. There's the conflict, alright? For real. Because that shit might just, I don't know, end in a disaster right when you think you have the upper hand. Alright. Yeah, right when you think you have the upper hand, that's when shit's gonna come crashing down. Alright, so I put the 5 Pentacles, I switched them to the top. So let's see when we switch the energy up. What happens with my Scorpios when they switch up the energy? They stop. You're going to stop it from happening just as long as you catch yourself. You remain calm, cool, collected, humble. Alright? Yeah, don't allow it to come in, because that's when your judgment will happen. In return, you're going to give them the judgment. If not, they're going to go through their judgment, but it won't be as bad as yours, because it's like you won the battle, I won the race type shit. But what happens like when you win, like I always talk about this, like when you win, you just get your ego stroked. But it might like mess with your subconscious a little bit, especially when it comes to this person. Alright? And we don't want that, because that's just stupid. You don't want your subconscious to be fucked with over somebody who really don't even mean shit to you in the first place. Right? You don't want your shit to get stopped. Well, because yeah, your intuition, you don't want your intuition to lag just because somebody else has the upper hand. They were able to stop. They were able to like regain themselves, even though like yeah, you hurt their ego and you busted their shit down a little bit without even trying to. That's the thing. You gave them your 5 of Pentacles without even trying to. In return, you might get that for yourself. From like, they're gonna watch and wait for the opportunity to strike back. I feel like this person is gonna want their karma for you just because you hurt or bruised their ego like the slightest little bit. They're gonna like come at your neck right away. And I don't think you should be scared of them. Like, if they're gonna act out of impulse like that, I hear it's a scary person. So I don't think they're scary. I just feel like they think that they're a big dog and they're not. It's like you walking into like a room and it's dark and it's like beware of dog. Like there's a sign on the door before you walk in, but that shit's pitch black. So when you walk in, we fear the unknown, because fear is just false evidence appearing real. So you fear that shit, but when you find the light switch and turn it on, it's like a little Pomeranian poodle. And I'm not saying that they're not scary and vicious. They can be, but like this one looks cute. You know what I'm saying? It's just sitting there chilling. You know, so just, and you're all bark, no bite. but I feel like they will bite if you draw the emotion out of them and you catch them on their bluff. So just like let them go cool. Oh, because I'm sorry I said that. I was thinking of I was hearing the song in my head, How It Go by King Von. So maybe listen to that. Might have, or like look up the lyrics to it. It might have something in there that'll help you correlate with the situation. That's all I have for you, Scorpio, until we meet again.